So my name is Aviv from Tel Aviv. That's how you should remember it. And I'm one of the founders of WSC Sports. We developed a cloud platform that can automatically and in real time create video highlights and tailor video short form content from the live full broadcast to many different use cases where fans consume it on different platforms, different territories, different formats that are required and different preferences of the fans. We can really help to automate and maximize how the rights owners use the content. So these are some of our customers. As you can see, some of the biggest sports properties in the world. We work directly with the NBA, with the NFL. YouTube is a good example that I'd love to show you maybe if we have time. PGA Tour. Basically, it's anybody that has sports rights. It can be the league, the broadcaster, the team. Let me show you an example of how it works. This is just a simple explanation about the technology, and then I'll share with you some examples of how the NBA is using our system. So this is a simplified description of what the platform does. We take a live stream of a sports broadcast and then automatically and in real time identify what happens in the video in every moment and create an individual clip of every play. So if it's a shot on the goal, if it's a dunk by LeBron James, if it's a touchdown or a wicket in cricket, we identify it, we create an individual clip of every play, not just a pointer to when it happens, but actually a perfect start and end time for that play. So you can create a real video clip of that, so it can automatically be delivered then on where it needs to go. And we also give a rating to each play to identify how great that play was in comparison to other plays. And then it makes the entire content searchable. It's identifying not just the goals, but also the boring plays. Basically, it breaks down the entire game to individual plays, and you can set the system then to create video compilations and highlights and deliver a full video package wherever it needs to go. So I'll show you an example of one of our platforms, some of our tools for automatic production distribution, and some are more consumer-facing applications with video. Just another word about the technology. The way we do it is a mixture of three types of analysis that we use in real time. It's video analysis, it's audio analysis, and it's data analysis, statistical play-by-play coming from the sports. As you can see, this is a fancy slide about a few different algorithms that we're using to identify what happens in the game. So we use the clock, the score, the scene changes, the close-ups, the replays. These are all indicators for what is happening. We make sure we don't cut the commentator in the middle of a word. If he says, "What a crazy goal!" You don't want to cut him, right? You need to, "What a crazy goal!" and then cut. And then also the statistic. So I'll show you quickly one of our solutions for automatic productions, a system called AVGen. AVGen stands for the Automatic Video Generator. And what it allows you to do is to predefine what type of content should be created and when, and the system will just do it for you. So you can set whenever a player in basketball scores more than 25 points, create a package of that, send it out to YouTube and Facebook. Or live, in-game, whenever there's a goal, whenever there's a dunk, just publish it to Twitter. So this is a really quick GIF that I created just to show you how the system works. I can click on creating a video, choose if I want it to be about a player, team, game, or action, choose Steph Curry. Then I can choose three-pointers or dunks, or I can add another player. We'll do both Steph and Kawhi, and then choose a general highlight for them. I can choose how long the video should be, from a recent game or from a certain period. We'll take the last finals game, and then choose the duration, set where it needs to go. I think it plays slowly because the computer is is carrying it. Click NBA players graphic, and that's it. We just created the video within a few seconds, and this is the result. It's also a GIF, so believe me, it works. This graphics is also automatically created. We're pulling their images and colors and logos all automatically from the NBA API. And then the game highlights. About 70% of the content that you see today from NBA on all digital platforms is created by our system. Okay, so about 1.7 billion views last season on Facebook alone, just on the NBA page, and all the 30 teams are also customers. So the content goes from here to all the different social destinations and digital. I'll share with you just a few examples for how NBA is using it. This is a chart of all the different use cases where content goes online. In the middle, all the content comes into our system. We're analyzing the game in multiple languages. So when we create the highlight in Spanish, we take the Spanish broadcast, we take the Japanese, the Chinese broadcast, and also analyze that and create that and deliver that to those markets. Creating content for YouTube and Facebook pages and social media, to the NBA's app and website, to all the 30 teams, websites and apps, and then to international partners as well. So the rights owners of NBA are getting content from our system as well. League Pass, some campaigns, there's a lot of different use cases for the content, and this is some numbers. Over 7,000 streams that we've analyzed, created over 700,000 different clips delivered, and all the 30 teams are also direct customers. This is a really good example we like to tell about the power of localizing content. Why is this so important to be able to automate and to create content at such a big scale? So the same night that Steph Curry had 53 points, that was the global story for the NBA, Rudy Gobert, who's a French player, had 6 blocks. And in France, he had double the views for that video because of the local fan base, right? All the French guys that are following Rudy Gobert, they want to see everything that he does. And that's why in every region there's so many international fans, so many international players. The NBA is really tapping into those local fan bases and engaging them much better. This is a daily report, just an example. The system creates on average more than 2,000 videos a night, and these are all the different destinations, what the teams, how many videos the teams got, how many videos each partner got. So really distributing content to everybody. Some examples further that I can show. Because we're automating everything, there's many more use cases for how you can use video. So we've automatically integrated to the Google search results, where every game gets clips every quarter that update, and if you search for the game, you get an updated clip that comes up in the search results, and then at the end there's like a game recap. We're creating game highlights in different durations. If you want to see the 2-minute highlight, the 4-minute highlight, the 10-minute highlight. It's also a different logic. Think about it. If you want to tell the story of the game in 2 minutes versus tell the story of the game in 8 minutes, you will put in different things, because if it was a close game and it's only 2 minutes, you want to show the end. If you have more time, you'll tell more mini stories from the game. What happened in the second quarter, the comeback, and all those stuff, all those things. So our system takes that into consideration. Then we also created one-on-one interaction experiences with video. We created the Facebook Messenger bot for the NBA. Basically, you can try it now, write the NBA page a message, and you get with the player or the team that you want to see, and you get a 1-minute highlight of every player from every game, and also the top highlights. You can get that in response directly to your request. So it's a one-to-one interaction with the fan that is asking for specific types of content, and it can go well beyond that. So personalization of content is how we see the evolvement of how people are consuming. So with the short attention span that people have, people are now catching up on stories on Instagram. You need to create that format. That's something we're working on to automate as well, because we're now automating cropping of the video, for example. Fantasy, we're talking about fantasy today. So if you want to get the highlight of your own team, you build a roster of 15 players from the entire league. You want to get that highlight of those guys. We can automate that highlight and create a specific newscast of sports for each one of you, according to who you follow and what you care about. So basically automating and personalizing and targeting the content to the fans' actual interest is becoming mandatory, and it's going to be crucial to keep the attention of your audience and fans. These are the different sports that we support, so that's great. Yeah, let's try again. That's weird. We support 14 different branches of sport, which means the technology is very content specific, so it's annoying you can't see it. But it's basketball, American football, tennis, cricket, hockey, surfing, handball, volleyball. You need to identify what's an event in each of those sports, what's a highlight, how do you tell the story in each of them. So it's a dedicated development in each sport that we support. We're also doing esports now. We're doing NBA 2K and we're doing Counter-Strike. So really adapting to adapting the algorithm to understand what's events in each of those types of content and really automate that content creation. I think I'm taking a little bit more time because I'm less, but that's okay, I think, right? What else can you do with it? So targeting, marketing campaign and sponsorship activations. NBA is now taking certain types of content and selling the packages based on the sponsorship deal, like the State Farm Assist and the T-SOT Buzzer Beater. So you can sell every type of package. You can automate. I want all the runs to be sponsored by Nike, and all the money time clips to be sponsored by a bank, and all the dunks by an airline. So these are just some examples for how you could use it. We're also powering the content within the Nike Connect app. Nike became a sponsor of the NBA again. They replaced Adidas last year, and there's an app that you can use to tap into your smart jersey. Every jersey that you buy now from the NBA has a chip on it, and you can tap it with the Nike app and get exclusive content of the person that you wear the jersey of. So we're powering all that content in the back end and really helping to tailor that activation and help the NBA create another cool campaign and make some more money out of Nike. This is an example for how we use real-time clips as ads in Australia for cricket. It's a wicket alert. This is sent as a Google ad to push people to see that just happened on Fox, and go and subscribe right now to Foxtel. Okay, so this is like a real-time video ad, because you can automate all of it. You can take the exciting moments and push them as an ad. This is something we're working on with the NBA now to help purchase the fourth quarter, for example. So you can see this has just happened. Harden's on fire, 21 points in the third quarter. Click to purchase the fourth quarter. So the way you can monetize it spans from ads, sponsorships, and driving subscriptions, of course. So it depends how you use the content. Last thing, I know I kind of use the time. YouTube TV is one of our partners. What we do with them, this is the YouTube app casting to the TV right now. And what we've done there is we're giving them the annotations for everything that happened in the video in real time. And if you click on that, it takes you on the stream to that moment in real time. So for OTT providers, if you're streaming content, we can help you navigate that game and make the entire game searchable. If you just join the game in the second half, you can see which events already happened, and you click and jump to see the key moments that you care about, and you can also filter that. And that's all done live. It's currently working with YouTube on NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, college football, and college basketball. So only in the US. That's it. So thank you for having us. I'd love to talk to you if there's anybody interested to learn more. Good to meet.